who wants to do a recap of last session? It should be fairly easy.
I disintegrated a bugbear.
Accurate.
You remember that?
Well, you guys were charmed.
I wasn't charmed. I was confused.
Yeah, we got a lot of charms.
You're
that
always
was a lot
charmed.
of fun.
You're always charming.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
So we've got
that's why I was confused.
All right. Yeah, those things happened.
So we went
Our
with,
DM had a conniption fit.
That
Captured one of the guys.
probably. What was it this one about? Was this about your shield?
No.
Shield. You want my shield? I got my shield.
Yeah, you're really dropping the cosplay ball here, Orion. So what new
God.
thing do you have now? Because I hate to break it to you, but you've started a pattern where one new thing gets added every session.
You brought a javelin this time, right?
I do somewhere.
Jesus, of course you do.
However,
Fucking, what is your life?
You're talking to a guy who went to a national archery contest last year, so I flew 3/4 of the way across the country to join that. I had no business.
Yeah, but that's been the Olympics, an Olympic sport, so that can't be nerdy because it's a sport.
Can.
No, you can't have nerdy sports. Everyone knows that.
Can.
Nope.
Well,
Curling isn't nerdy. It's just
curling
wacky.
is amazing.
I'm not saying it's bad.
I actually like curling quite a bit.
I'm not saying
Okay,
it's bad.
we're starting a curling
It's a little
team
nerdy.
right now.
In
This is a curling team now.
There's a gym
half
in
of us are in a
Jaeger
place
Corps
where
is gonna be
curling
part
is
of an
kind of
intramural
popular.
Curling team.
Curling actually is becoming more popular here in LA.
What is curling?
Oh, you don't know what curling is?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
right?
that one with the ice thing.
It's the one with the brooms and the ice and the weird
You
kettlebells.
slide a rock.
and they do
and then sweep.
the sweeping thing in front of
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Speed it up or slow it down, depending.
And changes direction and spin slightly.
It's the sport that I'm fairly confident originated with several bored janitors in an ice arena and sort of just blossomed from there.
That's fair.
But we've
That
gone
might be the
slightly off
modern
topic.
iteration. Anyways.
Only slightly.
Yeah.
Until we realize that our D&D party is going to start a curling.
There's a lot of things
absolutely.
you guys are talking about starting, and I'm starting to think that's all you are.
Well, all I know is that we have enough time to make
all
it to
time.
the next Olympics.
It's almost like we're pretending this
22.
whole thing is happening.
So we went off with
I'm
the merchant.
holding a shield, so you
Yeah.
can't talk to me about whether or not
Three-quarters of
I'm-
us are pretending, and one of us is having a midlife crisis. So just to be clear about what's happening. Oh, wait, there's
No.
5 of us.
There's no mid
Professor.
about this. This is just a life crisis. It's been continuing for years now.
That's fair. Touche.
To be fair, my midlife crisis has manifested itself in Pokemon cards.
That's okay.
I hear
There's
It's
value
not.
there.
I need
really valuable in
everyone
about 20
involved
years.
with him to not say it's okay. I live here.
Hey,
It's
I
not
follow him
okay.
I follow you on Twitch, so I know that there's a lot of going on with
It's absurd. It's fucking
I
absurd.
watched-
All right.
stayed on till
Sidetrack.
after your
Let's get on to
opening
D&D. Come on, guys.
Okay.
I think we just need to change this into watching him open Pokemon packs now.
Nope.
The new set just
Play
came out.
D&D. Good
Vivid
news.
Vulcan.
Good news, guys. Your fucking idiocy has given me my second wind. So I'm good now. Fucking idiots. All right. We're playing
Way to go,
D&D. Do not even pretend that was intentional.
Go Team Jaeger Bomb.
My reaction every time you say that is to tell you that's not your name, and then I realize that you have the power to be the change you see in the world, and it could
Damn
be
straight.
if you wanted it to be. I don't want it to be, but I don't have the power to stop you.
I thought you
So-
were the DM.
Recap
Recap.
stuff. We went with a merchant to try and ambush some bandits. We found what appeared to be a ransacked caravan, and upon inspecting it, we were approached by a bugbear, 2 dire wolves, and some banditos. One of which
Remember, they were super cool.
one person of which was a person we were looking for. Some of us got charmed and thought they were really friendly. One of us,
They were.
yeah, made friends with 2 direwolves and disintegrated a bugbear. and Achilles.
And those 2 direwolves
stood there
became
confused.
1 direwolf.
Well, that came later, but in any case, we handled them quickly
Say hi to
because
you.
the challenging part of that fight was the direwolves and bugbear. And then we continued to follow a path into some woods where we found some more banditos that were hiding in the trees. We lost a direwolf friend. And that's all I remember.
I mean, that's basically all that happened.
Good.
Also, you got gerbil jerky.
Oh, yeah.
That was very
Oh,
important.
so much gerbil jerky.
Yeah, a couple points. You got a 220 pack of gerbil jerky, of which hopefully you've kept track of how much you've used, because I regret giving you that because it's fucking broken. But we're here now,
Extremely.
so you
We
learned
currently have 200
about
pieces of gerbil jerky remaining.
you learned about you guys decided to hang out with Tippletail Offham, a female gnome who was a merchant leaving town. So you joined her, her boyfriend's little brother, and her boyfriend's little brother's brother on a trip out of town.
Okay.
As you mentioned, they you encountered a seemingly destroyed caravan, only to discover that some best friends waited around the corner. And then you discovered shortly after that they were not your best friends, and some of them were dead. Not in that order.
Yeah.
So you guys went, but before you realized that they weren't your best friends, you went most of the way to the bandit camp before realizing something had gone terribly wrong, but you got ambushed. And so we leave. So one thing I will say, I feel like combat got very bogged down by trying to figure out where everyone was, which was sort of what I was afraid was going to happen. So I don't know how much of that was just the nature of a slightly more complicated battlefield, how much of that was me not properly giving up on the idea of this is how far away you are. But I just wanted to, I was a bit curious. I'm guessing you guys don't really remember because it was like 3 weeks ago, but it was like 2/3 of the session that I feel like we spent in combat.
I was fine.
Do you remember there were some shenanigans about the distance or
Yeah.
how close people were for like recognizing their faces? And then when we got most of the way back to the bandit camp, it was, like 3 moving wagons and covering outside of moving wagons.
Yeah,
So
the wagons
admittedly,
complicated
part
things.
of the complication was that it was a particularly complicated situation. And so I'm going to try to simplify that down. So today's combat is going to be sort of going in the other direction in terms of dumbing it down. I want to see how this goes. It's very experimental to find something that everyone's happy with. So we ended the session. Sorry, what?
I wanted to say that I actually liked the combat. I mean, it was a complex and maybe a little bogged down, but I felt that it felt proper to the setting, where it's we're running around in woods and we don't know where anything is or where anybody is. So
That's
I
fair.
felt fine with it. But I'm not saying that we should have that for every single situation. I'm just saying that I thought you played it pretty well, Brian.
Yeah,
Also, as a
that's
note, as a follow-up to that, I don't know how, I think some of it was like figuring out how far away things are, but I think some of it's also just like, oh, they're shooting at us from cover. I want to shoot back at them. Oh, you can't see them. What do you mean? Oh, well, they're going back behind. Like some of it just comes down to typical, like, I want to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Let me explain why kind of shenanigans that
That's
I think
fair.
even
Yeah.
with the map probably would have still happened.
That's possible.
I agree with that, especially since on a map you'd have to like draw every tree and that kind of
Yeah,
thing. It would have actually probably been more complicated on a map.
It was a 3D fight. We had them in the trees and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
so
right.
There was a lot of like
we're
me
physically in the tree.
spinning and adjusting. Like
Yeah,
I was
right.
making
You could
things
just make a
complicated.
3D like CAD map of the next encounter and just.
Or alternatively, I'll use the 3D CAD map that it's in all of your heads. So I mentioned this last time, and I'll mention it again. Like, I very, very much want to keep this off like Roll20 if I can. It's just figuring out how to do that. I think it is possible. So this is all to say there's going to be some experimentation with how I run combat as we go to try to get to that perfect sweet spot of you have the nuance of D&D with we can do this theater of the mind. Which brings us to, this is really uncomfortable because on my screen, you're just both pointing at me.
See, on my screen, it works.
Well, see, that's
I had to pull up the Twitch to see where you are. So. That side.
See, but I don't have the thing up. I just have my screen, so I don't.
You should just always rearrange it to be the exact same order as mine.
No, I'm good.
You can't rearrange windows in Zoom.
Yes, we can.
That seems wildly unnecessary.
can.
So we're
You
off
drag
topic.
them. You literally just drag them.
Yeah, on Zoom.
All right, let's get on topic. So
There's no dragon. There's not
I don't care about how Zoom works.
Well, we'll circle back on break, guys. I need this information.
No, you don't. Fuck off.
We need an hour-long presentation on.
I hate
Zoom
you
properly.
all.
There's
So
a setting that
right now.
forces it to be what the presenter has.
No.
All right,
Later. We'll do
why
that.
don't you four fuck around, and I'm gonna go get a charger for my phone.
You actually need one?
Oh God.
Okay, what's your
orientation?
Zoom setting?
This is like the most productive session we've had.
So I'm hanging out in grid view, but is it?
So there's a setting if you put into gallery view.
Yeah, that part might be important.
You can just drag them.
This
And
is
then
such an
there's
unnecessary.
speaker view, which like changes who talks.
Yeah, based on who, what input come in. But in gallery view, I
Yeah.
can't move it.
I
Just
thought
click it
there
and
was
then-
a setting that forces it to what the
There should
Yeah,
be
I
a-
don't see that one.
You should have a hand over the screen, and then you click on it, and then you drag.
Literally, none of this matters. Move.
So
We're gonna do a
Windows
share
is not
screen.
saying-
Okay, let me do presentation mode.
God damn much. Oh.
All right, Brad, take it away.
I don't even fucking remember what we're playing. We're
Call of
doing.
Cthulhu.
I think we're playing Pokemon.
We're playing the Minds of Fandlepop,
the card
right?
game.
I'm playing Pokemon in Forthien.
I mean,
By
Hey,
collecting.
don't do that Witcher shit here. No. We're not having a collectible game inside of another fucking game.
I mean, no.
It makes
I don't
sense.
have
Collecting
the
all the
energy for
animals
that.
I meet.
All right, so everyone shut the hell up. So, especially Bill, fucking chatterbox. So, you guys, we ended our session with you guys hearing. So, as you were fighting the people up in the trees, the ambushers, you heard a horn go off. One of the people in the woods fired off like a horn. That's what it sounded like.
Weird.
As you are leaving the woods, you see off in the distance, coming from the direction you were going, a rather sizable dust cloud. And as you guys watch for a few seconds, you start to see figures in the dust cloud. No, it's not long enough. This is basically going to be the game today. Just a lot of me frustrated with.
Do you want a power bank?
That would be nice, actually.
I have one like in my hand right now.
Yeah. What am I looking up? Holy shit, my brain is not working. Okay, we'll get there,
fine.
guys. I promise.
We will be playing some Dungeons and Dragons today.
Well, I just
point.
remembered that I couldn't get the thing.
Okay. I'm gonna tape this to Pavlov, so I need you to yell at him.
How is that going to help? He's not going to go upstairs because I yelled at him next to me.
No, I'll yell at him to get him up here. Or I'll just, pull out a treat.
I don't think this will work. Okay. So here's the deal. So you see... we're going to do this.
That's always a good start.
Yeah. How do I mean, that's cool. How do I... The fuck? Oh. You see a group of figures running... There we go. Yeah, that's what I want to see. You see 6 figures. No. Sorry.
Is this money?
3, 7, 8, 9 figures in the dust. 7 of which are on horseback, and 2 of which appear to be dire wolves.
All right, more friends.
They are making. They are on a path towards the caravans. So at this point, so we're going to do this in 2 phases. The first phase is going to be very loosey-goosey because there's a lot of moving parts here, but there's basically 3 pieces on the board. There's the caravans, which are moving due west. There's the group that I'm talking about that are moving directly towards the caravans, and there's you guys. There's basically 3 points on a triangle. You guys are about 300 feet from the dude guys too.
The dude guys.
Yeah. So let me druid this.
You got that description from me.
Yeah. I'm sure dude guys is completely unique to you. No one's ever thought of it before.
Sounds
that.
right.
Yeah, it started 2 sessions ago for me. So yeah. He stole it from me 2 weeks ago.
That seems likely. Definitely never said that before in my life.
Yeah.
All right.
I know,
So what
I've
I'm
been
going to
around
do is I'm going to track this literally on here. Boop. So there's the dust guys, there's the caravan, and there's you guys. You guys are 150 feet from the caravan that's due west of you and heading west. And then the dust guys are 300 feet from you, and they appear to be 300 feet for the caravan. So for simplicity, what we're going to do is rather than roll initiative and bounce between the 2, everyone in the group, the enemy group, is going to move at the same time. You are all going to do things at the same time. And the caravans are basically just continuing to go west. They are continuing to follow your orders, which were get out of here. Also, Tippletoe's orders, which were, oh God! So,
as a point of order, we did capture the one guy we needed to capture, the deserter.
Yes.
Yeah, he's tied up in one of the caravan.
In one of the wagons in the caravan. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Unconscious.
Yeah. So there are 3 wagons in the caravan group. 1 is yours, 2 is Tippletoe, and I think Carl are on one, and Fred is... No, it's Tippletoe and Fred, and then Carl is on the other.
Who's driving our wagon, then?
That's an excellent question. Good call. So it's actually not in the wagon train, I guess. It's... Oh, you just ditched it, 60 feet away.
I think we did, yeah, because we had to go back in there.
Good call.
How fast do the caravans move?
Actually, I think the guy is in that wagon.
He is. The guy is in your wagon, which is the weird circle that's 60 feet away. This is getting messy, but I don't care.
Okay, yeah. He's in our wagon. Our wagon is close near the edge of the tree line.
Your wagon is 60 feet away, and your wagon is stationary. So I'm going to have you guys just... All of you roll initiative, and I will take your best initiative, and you're all just going to go on that. And so that's how I'm going to simplify this down, because I don't want to run...
Not mine.
14 things.
But running 14 things sounds fun.
11.
I rolled a 4 and a 21 in a row. So I'm going with the 4. It went through twice. That's all.
So you're cheating. Got it. So I've got, what's the highest?
I have disadvantage on my everything.
I've got a 19.
All right. So you guys are a 19. So TBD is a 19. Cool. And then I don't want to roll a d12. I rolled. I'm just gonna call them Team Dust. And then sweet, Team Wagon Train. Got a 16. All right. So yeah, basically the way it's gonna work is you're all gonna get an action, but you're all just sort of gonna do something. You are otherwise restricted to normal like turn rules. So one action, one bonus action. I'm just gonna have you guys kind of. What do you guys want to do? A little loosey-goosey for time on plan.
How fast do the wagons move with like whatever's pulling them? Horses?
Yes, you asked me that. They are moving 60 feet. Was it 60? I forgot to write this down. I think it was 40 feet. Because they're going fast, but they're also like laden down with stoofs.
Okay.
Right, so they're moving a little bit better than foot speed, but you could catch them if you want.
Well, presumably, we could get to our wagon and then catch up faster.
Because our wagon's reasonably empty.
And 60 feet away. Yes.
On the way to the other wagons anyway. So,
All right, executive decision, because I have to go grab something. I'm going to assume you guys are doing this, and I'm just going to sprint 60 feet and then just jump into the wagon. If I can, landing on our, elbow style on the guy who's in the wagon.
Sure. Roll an unarmed attack. Just go ahead and roll an unarmed attack.
Wait, you're taking this seriously?
Hey man, you said it.
As serious as D&D is.
And it happens.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
What'd you get?
20, natural.
No, he's dead.
Definitely unconscious.
Okay, cool.
Death saves unconscious.
Presumably, it was a non-lethal elbow drop.
Yeah, it was a non-lethal elbow drop, obviously.
Yeah! All right.
Just broken spine.
I'm not cool with this revisionist history, but I'll give it to you this time.
Oh my god. Okay, and I'll be right back.
All right. I mean, is everybody just running 60 feet to get into?
Yeah, I'll use dash. I'll take dash as a bonus action to get there a little bit quicker and grab the reins and get control of the wagon.
Okay, so you're going to start driving. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So cool.
Yeah, that works.
So the other thing that's going to happen right now is that I'm not going to do math to figure out what the actual numbers should be.
Aww.
So,
but it's a hypotenuse.
I'm not
trigonometry.
I'm not using trigonometry. The point of this was to simplify this.
Application of everything you learned in 7th grade.
Yeah, but the only thing I learned in 7th grade is how to say "Vive la France" mes pantalons. So there's really no practical application to that. Okay. So
did you just say "live the French in my pants"?
Technically, it's "long live France" in my pants. Vive la France en mes pantalons. Also, yo tengo un gato en mis pantalones.
Omelette fromage.
So you guys are 90 feet from the caravans. The caravans now go, and they move 40 feet. So you're now 130 feet from them. I figured out if I just write shit down, it's like 1,000 times easier too. And then Dust. Oh, I should look this up. Oh, how fast
is Dust?
Yeah, what is the movement speed of Dust?
Are we talking like dead skin cells dust, or are we talking like, a dust storm?
No, I'm talking about a warhorse.
Dust bowl.
All right, I'm gonna say that. So I'm gonna say they're moving 80 feet. Why did I scribble it out rather than erase it?
Oh, as I'm running to the wagon, I'm gonna yell to the direwolf, or ask the direwolf. Wait, we can see that there are direwolves in the pack of 9. Okay, are those guys your friends?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So the dust, everybody in the dust moves 80 feet. Basically, it's a bunch of people on war horses and two direwolves. So they all basically
so they're
dash.
catching up.
So now it is you guys. Since you used your action, Eric, to sort of get your shit straight, you can just start moving the wagon rather than having to like take a turn to get everything sorted out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Good work.
Drive and keep control of it.
All right. So your wagon can move 60 feet because it's not laden down. Like, assuming you're like, go!
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cool. So you move 70, then the caravans move. I should probably just do the math on this every time. For simplicity.
All right, guys, we're gonna need to come up with a better plan than run because they're getting closer.
Yeah. So to put this into perspective, 140. The guys in the dust appear to be about 140 feet from the caravans that you're only catching up to at about 20 feet per round, to their 80. So they will meet up with the caravans in 2 rounds. You will meet up with the caravans in 4.5 because of the speed differential. So that I should point out before we do that, that was Eric's thing. Eric, you're driving. What are the other 3 of you doing?
How far away from the dust people are we?
At the time, you were 220 feet.
Okay.
I'll say 200. I'm not going to do the exact math, but I recognize that the math would make it less than 220.
I don't know if there's anything I can do at range 200 feet.
Your camera's still off, by the way, Bill.
I know. Take care of it a second.
Okay.
I believe we must go faster.
I yell mush.
So I was operating under the assumptions that the horses would move at least as fast as we would if we're dashing. Is that correct?
That is exactly how fast they're moving.
Okay.
Wait, which horses?
Our horses.
Yeah, your horse is your horse with a carriage at a peppy pace is moving as fast as you can dash.
Cool.
It's moving 60 feet.
So we wouldn't be any faster if we were running.
That's true. The only advantage to this is you are no longer consuming your action in order to get that speed.
Cool.
Eric is consuming his action to basically push, or arguably bonus action, actually, I would give you because you can dash as a bonus action. So it sort of give you that, now that you're in the wagon, you can both move the 60 feet and you all get your normal actions, bonus actions, rather than having to consume them to dash.
This is important for the story. Our horse is named Peppy.
Peppy?
Peppy the horse.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, try to.
That's how I say it in the unicorn accent.
I mean, okay, I guess in that if we got nothing to do and we see 6 enemies in the horizon, I cast
9.
Shield of Faith in myself. I cast Shield of Faith in myself, even more hard.
Okay. So,
Cool.
I am going
So,
to...
much like in real life, Bob is just hanging out in the corner, furiously masturbating.
So I will be...
Shield of Faith!
Actually,
Shield of Faith!
Actually, I think I had Shield of Faith from last session because I already had it recorded as a +2, so I guess I don't do that.
Oh.
So I'm going to pull out my drum and sing a rousing battle hymn in alternating verses between horse, wolf, and common.
Okay. That's cool. You do that.
To encourage them
Sure.
to speed on the way towards our enemies.
The horse is mostly well, no, I guess you've probably talked to this horse, haven't you?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. All right, you do that.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. Just for that, you get an extra 20.
You want me to roll performance?
Yeah, roll me performance. That's a good call. Good point. I was just about to just give you something. What was I thinking?
Well, I rolled an 18.
Okay. I'm going to say you get an extra 10 feet of movement. So
Nice.
you are now moving 70 feet per round instead of 60.
What's the direwolf doing as far as speed?
He's in the wagon with you.
No.
Dope.
Aren't direwolves
Literally
huge?
told everyone to get into the wagon, so he did.
That's probably
Perhaps
true.
Moto and the direwolf should get out. It might make us faster.
Sure.
I tell Moto to get out, and he's running along the side because he can run at 40 feet.
Does Moto run like one of those like Galapagos lizards that gets up on
That's
its hind legs?
exactly what I was
That's
fucking thinking.
That's exactly what he does. That's just
All right, so Moto and the direwolf are Galapagos lizard running, and everyone's confused why the direwolf's doing it.
the direwolf's on his hind legs.
Okay.
Perhaps they'll surrender when they see that.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll give you another 5 feet for that. So, I mean, it is a horse. On its own, it could run a lot faster than 60 feet. So I'll give you that. All right. So you're now moving at 75 feet per round.
Doing work.
And that was all on your turn, which means actually you're only 75 feet away from the caravans. Well, that's not one round of movement.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, they're also moving 40 feet. So that now it is back to being your turn, where the enemies, the dust enemies, are about 120 feet from you. You guys are 75 feet from the caravan.
Sweet.
Okay. What do we do next, guys?
What formation is the enemy in?
I think the strategic technical answer is blob.
Yeah.
They're not in one. They're going. Well, now they see you, but as far as they're aware, they're going after 3 rando caravans.
Okay.
I can throw my javelin.
Well, my Eldritch Blast is 120.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this.
The direwolf?
The horse
Oh, yeah.
of the front of the blob.
Okay. Oh, yep.
It's a tactical decision, even though I don't like it.
It is a blob. I will yield that there is clearly somebody in front. It's not like they're doing a pincer move or anything like that. Okay. Roll me an attack, and I'm going to look up horse statistics.
Do we all get to do an action every turn? Okay, so I can throw a javelin 120 feet at disadvantage.
Yep. This is your returning one, right?
Yes, I will chuck it at the same horse.
All right, let me find...
Once I see him aiming, I will immediately follow suit.
Aiming is generous for what I just did. I rolled a 9.
Well, I'm about to chuck it something that's only supposed to go 30 feet, 120 feet.
Yeah,
so.
you're both like shit in the brick here. Hold on, I need it. No, H through N. I need O through R. W, R, A, L.
It doesn't start with a W. It's not a whore.
It's a war horse.
Oh.
I rolled a
Just don't remember
22.
where W is in the alphabet because that's how fucking broken I am today. Weasel, Winterwolf, Wolf, Warg. Ah, fuck. All that work and they don't even have one. That's marginally annoying. All right, fuck it. It's a giant octopus now.
AC is 11.
I'm all for that.
HP is 19.
19 HP.
Thank you very much to both of you.
that
But
the
I've already
direwolf in
made
the
the
background?
executive decision that they are giant octopi instead. They're land
That's
octopi.
fine.
All right.
I support this decision.
Which is more HP but less AC. Fun. Anyway, all right. So who hit what? Rich, you missed,
9.
right? Yeah, you missed. What did you say the AC was? 12?
11.
Oh, sweet. And 19 health.
Yeah.
Orion, what did you do?
Achilles threw it 120 feet.
I appreciate that you correct me.
I did nothing.
I did nothing.
You are so much more into this than any of the rest of these nerds. So
I
love
Anyways.
it. I'm not criticizing. I love it. Oh shit! This needs to come back over to me.
22
22 damage or 22 to hit?
to hit.
Yeah.
10 damage.
Nice. That was with
Okay.
10
disadvantage?
piercing. Yep. I threw a 25
Holy
at
shit.
first.
So it does not look great. So good news, bad news. Good news is it doesn't look great. Bad news is they now know you're a threat,
Well, that's good.
which is also good
That's
news.
good news.
So I guess it's good news, bad news, good news.
We got a moto running on its legs. Of course we're a threat.
Bill Bob and or Don, do either of you do anything now that Dan and Rob have done something?
I have nothing that I can do 120 feet.
I'm gonna keep us on course to charge into the column of baddies coming at us.
So to be clear, so you're changing course to go straight at them, or you're.
Yeah, I want to wherever if we're moving at slightly different angles, I want to intercept right into them. Like they're coming at the caravan from the front, we're coming from behind, but I want to get close.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I take a
gotcha.
bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, I use bonus action to cast Magic Stone, and I hand it one to
Bob.
Don and Bob.
Sure.
Woo.
You guys have a ranged weapon. What's the?
It's 60 feet. So you throw it +3.
Well, the good bad news for you is, at this point, all right. Are you guys holding on to those until they get closer?
Yeah, I was looking for the magic rock joke or pet rock joke, and I realized we trained together. This probably won't be the first time this has come up.
It definitely hasn't.
It should be a running
It's not
gag.
even the first time it's come up. Literally while we've been playing.
It's been a little while.
That's fair.
I'm going to make
okay.
jokes about magic rock later.
So you move 75 feet. The caravan moves 40 feet. So you're now 35 feet away from it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then the good news, bad news, good news, bad news is the blob splits. So the group of you can see the guy that's on top of the horse that's now almost dead issuing commands. The good news, so the good news, bad news, good news, bad news, good news is he starts to slow. So he starts to sort of peel off while he commands his various groups, and they split up so that one of the dire wolves, actually both dire wolves, and two of the horses keep on track for the caravans. The rest of the group adjusts and starts heading straight for you guys.
Okay, I want to keep our path on the leaders.
The leader doesn't go with either group.
Right. Yeah, because he started to slow, but that's where we're going. That's where I'm going.
Then,
y'all can do anything else.
But then, these are caravan in a bit of a bad spot.
We're gonna have to split this.
I guess
how far
away from the caravan did
the
leaders stop?
dust. Hold on. Gets to about 60 feet away from the caravan and about 60 feet away from you.
Okay. It's like a 60-foot
Okay.
triangle.
Okay. So
and to be clear on who's where who, the two dire wolves and you guys are there, and then one. they go... Really? That feels like a weird split. Oh, yeah, that's why. Actually, one of the direwolves split up too. So you've got one direwolf coming to you, and then one direwolf and two of the dudes on horseback going towards the caravans.
So my thinking for the party,
like this.
Cool. That
exactly.
makes it so much clearer.
So much easier.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm glad we're not using Roll20.
Actually, it's not that complicated. It's really not, because there's still only like 3 things I got to keep track of. So anyway, it is now your turn again.
My thinking for the party is that we send the direwolf and Moto to aid the caravan.
So I've already hopped off when I saw that he was peeling off, and I've already started running towards the caravan.
Cool.
Okay.
So whatever you were about to say, I didn't hear you. And if
Are
the
you
caravan
still holding
was,
one of my balls?
yeah.
Your magic balls.
Yes, I
and
gave
how
you
far away
each
from
one.
the? We're 60 feet away from the caravan too, right?
So you're actually 35 feet away from the caravan. So,
Okay.
like,
Well, then, yeah. In that case, I'll run.
Actually,
man, I think the caravan's still moving is annoying.
it doesn't have to be.
What?
It occurs to me that I was resolving 2 things at the same time that shouldn't have been resolved at the same time. You're moving first. So on the last turn, you would have actually, with your movement, caught up with the caravan. So if you want to have them have, like, stopped moving and, like, circle the wagons, you can have done that.
Oh, because we would have been able to communicate with them.
Yeah, like you would have caught up with the caravan, and then because I was resolving both movements at the same time incorrectly, I then moved the caravan ahead. But on your turn, you would have been in the same place and able to issue direction before they then moved. And you can have said, "Stop, let's circle the wagons."
Yeah, that's probably
All right,
wise.
roll turn.
It wouldn't make any sense for them to, like, run away from us.
Yeah.
Into the danger. Yeah.
And then we have that makes a lot. Let's just do that because I don't have to deal with the fact that we have to have them moving away from us and then the other guys moving and then like tracking positions in space is annoying.
Yeah. So, sorry about that. So you do, like, it's up to you, but I mention it because it seems like the logical thing to do. That would have been Rich and Orion. You guys still did your things, but Bill, you still had an action. Is there something you wanted to do now that you're with the caravans?
Throw the rock at the people who are 60 feet away.
They weren't 60 feet away at that point.
Oh, well then no.
There's a small amount of revisionism happening here because I realized.
Yeah, I still don't have anything. I still don't have anything I can do at that range.
Can you use it as a hold action, or is that?
Yeah. I was.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so like, what's the caravan situation? Because right now there are 3 wagons, and you're all just sitting on a field.
I'm still riding this wagon right at the leader.
Okay, so Bill's jumping off with. Okay, so
in
the revisionist history, we catch up with the wagon. We tell them to stop.
Yeah.
Don is continuing to drive the wagon towards the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that. So this is what is confusing to me about what Eric is saying is towards the caravan. To allow you to talk to them is not the same direction as towards the enemies. So if you're
okay, wait.
I know this is hold on. I know this is messy. You'll have to ignore it. But like, if the enemies are up here and you're here, like to catch up with them, you have to go due west. make any sort of hitting the enemy, you have to go some version of north.
So
It would have to be the next
so
turn.
Don's intention
to
was
peel
to
off.
intercept the
So
caravan.
if the intention is intercept with the caravan and then turn the wagon and start making a beeline for Boss Boy, cool.
I thought we were more
Clarify.
coming directly at each other a little bit, but yeah. So we'll catch up with the wagon, and then I'll peel off, and
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. All right.
No, okay, that's on me. I didn't quite get the space.
Okay, cool. So then the good news, bad news, good news, bad news, good news, bad news, good news is they didn't actually split up, which could be good news or bad news because now they're all still together because you're all together and you guys are playing chicken. So the main leader guy has fallen to the back of the pack, but he's still with the entire group. And they are basically making a beeline, and they are 60 feet from you guys. This whole thing just basically became that.
Yay.
They do that. They are now 60 feet away. And this is where it gets fun. And at this point, we're going to switch to real initiative. Because at this point, you're within spitting distance of them, and they're within spitting distance of you.
So are we rolling new initiative, or
Yes.
are we... Okay.
Now we are moving into standard initiative-based combat. I just didn't want to do that for that whole thing. It would have been a nightmare.
Because it was so straightforward as it was.
Well, now imagine that where I'm moving
know.
each of you individually and
I was
keeping
being
track of...
sarcastically serious.
It turns into a physics.
Yeah, I wasn't
Presentation.
about that lifestyle, which is why I was moving all of them and all of you at the same time.
You have to remember the Earth is pushing us up. We're not falling down.
Sure, that's because it's flat. So Don,
Yes.
17.
Jider,
13.
Achilles,
19.
Bob.
19.
Which one of you is going first?
Bob can.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Actually, I rolled an 18. My bad. I misread.
Such a fucking garbage person.
But yeah, I think someone else rolled an 18, though, right?
No,
No, I rolled a 19.
That's why I was asking.
Oh, okay.
Dire Wolf is going to go first.
Which direwolf?
All of them.
All three of them?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, 12. Jider, what did you get? 13?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
For future reference, you should keep track of your initiatives even after I ask for that exact reason.
I did. That is right.
Okay. You sounded less than confident, so I wasn't
It
sure.
was 13. I back him up.
Because it
I
was...
have perfect memory.
I also still have my die. That's it.
That's why I'm saying, like, just letting you know. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Are we splitting the group? Or are we fighting here?
Well, it depends.
Depends on you when your initiative comes up.
Well, I'm first to go, so I'm asking the group before I start doing nonsense.
You're not first to go. The dire wolves are first to go.
Okay, fair enough.
Although you do have the bandwidth to strategize a little bit actually while I do this, so go ahead and have that conversation. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just don't know what I'm
Do
doing.
we split or do we stand?
Still in the leader, we seem to work pretty well last time around. Kind of operating on that same mentality right here.
Yeah, the problem is there's 8 of them between us and the leader. That's a lot of opportunity attacks.
We could do range attacks as they come at us, and then
I guess
attack.
I guess we don't know what they're armed with, so
So,
yeah.
I mean, in theory, we could all get off of our wagon, but keep it charging at them.
Or we could stay still and chuck magic rocks at them.
Yeah, but I'm saying we stay still, but we keep our wagon barreling towards the group, so they have to work around it.
So just put a brick on the gas pedal?
If it's horses, you just slap their ass. I can mage hand it.
Oh my god.
Right. He's just mage hand smacking the horse ass.
This is gonna go in a bad
That
direction.
sounds way dirtier than it is.
Okay, so
Keep your invisible hands off that horse's butt.
all right, so Jider is using Mage Hand to fist a horse. What are the rest of you guys
Whoa,
doing?
whoa.
I mean, it would
I'm
move.
handing them my balls.
Okay, dire wolves go. All right, let's see how this goes. The entire group is 60 feet away from you. The dire wolves run up 50 feet.
Hold on, I should grab my shield.
Where are you guys in front of or behind the wagons?
In front of.
Yeah, I believe, it makes sense that we would have passed them since we're continuing on. We told them to stop.
Okay.
I guess what specific millisecond in time might change that, but
Essentially, we get to pick. So we're picking that we're in
Yeah,
front.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
we would have,
you're in front of the
as-
wagons. So the wagons are
Yeah, as
behind
Jaegers,
you.
we would have
and you're looking-
tried
okay,
to
cool.
protect Dibbletail and whatnot. So yeah, we would have passed.
So the two dire wolves both run up 50 feet and stop 10 feet away from you. All right, how do we want to?
And what does our direwolf do in response?
So your dire wolf does nothing because the things that are coming at it are its friends. And now it is Achilles' turn. There are two dire wolves 10 feet in front of you, and there are seven mounted horseback combatants. They do not, now that they are only 60 feet away, you have a much clearer view of them. They do not all appear to be the same. You see actually two fairly well armored individuals. Actually, one guy in studded leather, one guy in hide, four guys in leather, who just appear to be like normal bandits. The studded leather and hide, they appear to be burlier guys, and then a guy in a robe kind of behind all of them.
Back the wolves? I asked Jider.
No.
So I chuck my magic rock at the closest human.
One of the big guys, one of the small guys.
If the big guy's within 60 feet, I'm going at that one.
I guess one of the big guys. We'll say this big guy was actually 65 feet because he was behind. So you're going to go after him. So roll attack.
Wait, you're saying he's 65 feet?
I know. I'm saying there is a guy 60 foot away from you. That was more to myself than to you guys.
Okay. So then.
Get him.
Get him.
The one that's 65 feet away is the one that's like the leader whose horse got hurt.
Okay.
But he's like behind everybody, so you can't really get to him at this point because he's not riding point. He's now basically being hidden by everybody.
Okay, cool. So 20 to hit.
And to be clear, you're attacking him, not the horse.
Yeah, him.
Okay, 20 hits.
7.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
I cast magic stone again, so I have 3 more of them.
Okay. Bob.
LOL. What's the 2 hit on that rock? Is it just the same as like normal, or what's the 2 hit and the damage bonus on that?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What's the 2 hit bonus on the rock?
It's +5, then +3.
Okay.
+3 or +3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So
then,
it's a
D6 +3.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I try to throw it at the same guy you threw it at, and I got a 16.
That'll hit.
Cool. And then 4 damage.
Damn. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Don. You are still driving the carriage or your carriage.
Could Bob have taken a stone for me
Sure.
with his bonus? Okay.
Just have a pile.
Awesome. Yeah, I do that then.
Yeah, I got 3 of them right now, so now I'm down to 2.
Cool.
You said the direwolves ran out and then stopped, right?
Yeah.
I think they couldn't make it this full distance without sprinting.
Okay, so they're still coming at us.
Yeah. The stop is literally just they ran their 50 feet of movement, and it was
cool. I just wanna make sure
insufficient
that
to get to
like,
you, and they didn't want to sprint because at that point, why be closer?
Well, I'm not going to slow down for wolves, so I do want to. So we're going to keep going straight for the guy in the back. I have a better plan, y'all. I'm sorry, but I do want to scan the faces of everybody and look for the other deserter we're trying to track down.
So, are you staying in the wagon?
Yeah, I'm still at the
Because I should point out that making a beeline for the big guy is making a beeline for the entire group. Like you are barreling into all of them.
And we're just in
That sounds like fun.
Flatbed. Yeah, no, we're doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get fucked if we try and just 4 of us and a lizard and a confused dire wolf try to just hold 2 Conestoga wagons. So we're going.
Okay, I was under the impression that the direwolf and Moto were staying back while we were staying on the wagon.
Doesn't matter.
Where are
Regardless,
we?
doesn't change my calculus.
I mean, when I asked where you were, the implication of in front of the wagon means the 3 of you are not on the wagon anymore. And presumably Moto and the direwolf are there with you. By virtue of them keeping pace with the wagon.
Okay, I thought that you meant us being in front of the wagons that were circling. Okay.
Yeah, our wagon in relation to the other wagon.
I mean, okay, that's fair. Are you guys all still in the wagon as he barrels it into the bad guys?
Okay, I stick with Don.
I had hopped off.
Okay, cool.
Jider, give me a high five.
All right. So, Bill, you are basically holding the line in front of these 2 wagons where and then the other 3 of you are literally turning the wagon to just start making a beeline. Are you attempting to run over the dogs or direwolves or no?
I kind of want to split the difference between them. Like we've got a friendly wolf, so that's making me think that maybe we can turn these as well, or maybe not have to fight them outright. So I don't want to run them over, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
And you're going full speed?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you careen into the group.
Cool.
They're 60 feet away, and you go 75 feet in a round. So you go barreling into this group. Are there particular ones you're aiming for? I will say that once you get closer, you do notice 2 of the leaner looking guys are the other 2 you're looking for.
Okay, so just to put everything in perspective, my goal is to ace the leader, and then hopefully the whole band falls apart. Seemed to work okay before. Then I'll try it again.
I understand your goal. I want to make it clear. In order for you to get this wagon to the leader, you literally have to drive it through 4 horses.
Yep. I want to look like the craziest motherfucker on the planet.
So
this is gonna get fun and messy.
So I just wanted. Okay. So like I said, you literally the scene is this. This is bananas. The scene is this. Literally,
Happy ain't gonna make it.
The wagon. You catch up to the 2 Conestoga wagons at Tipple Toe. And you yell at them to tell them to stop as Bob hops off the wagon to sort of hold the line and help protect them just in case there's stragglers. These 2 wolves run up and stop in confusion as you turn the wagon and start making a beeline for the group that 60 feet later, you just fucking barrel into. And so I'm going to re-ask my question. There is a big beefy guy and there's the 4 leaner guys. Let me draw you a super quick picture, because not every there's layers to this. So like,
like an onion,
Or an
Like
ogre.
ogres.
Or an ogre.
Mhm.
it sort of
They do
looks
have
like
onions.
this, with you guys coming from the top.
Okay.
So the first guy there, he's beefy. I would say this guy. No.
beefcake.
So, since the wagon,
The 2 nipples. Those guys are the guys you recognize as being 2 of the
they
people you're
all
looking
look
for.
like nipples.
No, but like if you make a body out of that, like with the
They
head.
don't all look like nipples. 2 of them clearly have the nipple-y part in them.
Yeah,
They all
the
look like
others are only
areolas.
areolas.
2
Yeah.
of them
Oh.
have nipples.
Got it. Jesus Christ,
Okay.
Brian.
Cool. Got it.
Never mind.
That makes so much more sense.
You make that so
My
much more
point
literal. than
being-
it
Welcome to D&D Anatomy. Brought to you by
Uh,
Battle
They
Map.
are
My
also.
point
in position-
being, my assumption is that you're just making a straight shot that way to hit the big guy in front and one of the guys that isn't who you're looking for. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're still trying to get them alive, right?
It's
Yeah.
not my immediate concern. It is
So
the,
then
the goal,
the alternative, is you go straight into the group. That's more likely to hit the 2 beefy guys, but you're gonna nail one of the guys that you care about.
But, I don't mind. We nearly got, a dire wolf just got fucked up. We almost got
Okay.
killed in ambush. I don't feel really good about being charmed by a bugbear. That kind of hurt. So
Okay, so just
Yeah.
straight on and maximum carnage.
yeah, if there's a path that gets me through that line more, so I can get more protected to the big guy, that's fine. But
I would
Yeah,
say at the
full speed
speed
ahead.
you're going in a cart like that, it's a straight line. You just have to
Sure.
direct the line.
do it. Yep.
Okay, so it's a little bit on the early side, but I'm gonna say let's take our break now because it's fun to just cliffhang.
Okay. Jerk.
This is like the end of the episode where we're like in the middle of crashing.
I mean, it's more
Yeah,
accurate
like-
to say
Those
like,
boys are at it again. What kind of shenanigans are they gonna get up to next?
It's the anime cutscene where they stop like right as you're about to like crash into them, and there's
it's
all
like-
of the like impact lines coming off of the scene. And they're like, "What'll happen next?"
I mean, in my defense, we're not going to finish this combat in 15 minutes, and this seems like a great place to just take a break.